We are live right now, I think so. Let me check once. Mm, I think we should be live. Yes, we are live. We are live. So great. Good morning, nice people. Thank you for joining. So if you see, if anybody has joined, uh, kindly drop something in the chat so that we can see that who has joined. Okay. So let others join.
Yeah, sure.
We'll
Let's take
start now.
a few minutes.
So yeah. So good afternoon, everyone. Myself Tawfiq Ahmed. Welcome to I think, the second episode of the live cohort. Previously, we have done one regarding the mock interview session, and this is related to uh, understanding the queries that we generally have, but we don't have the chance to ask uh, to the worthy ones. So, so we thought that why not organizing a cohort with the alumni who has the knowledge rather than waiting for somebody to come. So today we have one of our alumni from ISD. He's working in Wipro as a medical device associate, and one of my senior as well, Vidya Chandra. Welcome to the live session of ILSA. Vidya brother, over to you.
Thank you so much, Tofik, and it's my really my utmost pleasure that Ilsa welcomed me and invited me to this session. I'm really feel privileged to come here and talk to the young people who are trying to, or maybe they are thinking to get into the regulatory affairs field, the Materiovigilance field. So we will have a great discussion ahead, and I'm waiting for the others to join, and we have a interactive session definitely. One way speaking is never productive one, I think so. It's always 1 + 1 = 11. It's never two. So yeah,
Yeah, definitely. So before we start, let's quickly address that who we are. So, me, I am coming from a background who has worked in IQVIA for last 6 months. So I have a little bit of understanding in pharmacovigilance field. And Ditabrada, on the other hand, is working in Wipro in the medical device field. So he has a lots and lots of understanding in the medical device field. So we are both coming from a different areas of vigilance, but both are so very much connected. So we'll try to understand that what is the difference and what is the similarity in it by discussing some point. I think we'll have I think another 1 hour of discussion. In between that, if you have any queries, I'm talking to the person who is seeing. Do drop your questions in the chat if you wanna join. We'll share in it the link of this live stream in the chat box as well. From there, you can join. Hi, Pankaj. I can see it's Pikachu. I don't know who is. So kindly drop your name. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. And hi, Soham. He's colleague of Rita Burada. So thank you for joining, guys. So yeah, so we'll start. Um first question that I have. Hi, Prithviraj. Thank you for joining. If you guys have any questions, please do drop in the chat box. बहुत मुश्किल से मिले हैं ये पकड़ में आए हैं, so आज जाने नहीं देना. Okay, so so before going to hard questions, Rita brother, can you tell us that how this week has been for you?
uh,
Like,
it's a week. So I definitely say that before going to the week, so I will just give my schedule that I have been working for. So I believe on Thursday I went to sleep around 4:30 a.m. You know, so 4:30 a.m. I went to the, so with the sleeping time or sleeping pattern, you can understand what kind of week that we used to have, and it's a very regular thing. But many of you guys will think, "Arey bhai, itna zyada, matlab, so much pressure is that why should I join there? I should be going for a 5 to 9 job, or sorry, 9 to 5 job. It's perfect, you know. Everyone has their own selection, but yeah, week so it's a very hard week. Last week was many kind of regular reporting was there around. 7 to 8 countries reporting timeline was due. So yeah, it's a very hard week, and it seems to be. It's nothing new to me. It's common for me actually.
Okay. Thank you so much. I think, yeah, so many people have joined again. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. I can see Rakesh. Hello, Rakesh. Hello, Anik. Hi, Rudro. Happy birthday to you. Happy belated birthday. But yeah, okay. I don't know who it is, but again, the question came from it's Pikachu at the rate it's Pikachu. Okay. He is asking, I think, to Rita Boroda that tell us where to start our journey and how did you guys started your journey. So Rita Boroda, you
Okay,
can start, and after that I'll tell.
so I can say you that I'm a person who have suffered a lot in my career previously. Okay, I'm not a person who have saw success at the very first time. No, it's not the truth. So I have suffered a lot because I have been to the profession since 2024 because my pass out is in 2024, and I started my career initially with the industry in the production unit and Sikkim, like majority of the guys. Very frankly saying, I'm not aware of this profession previously or the job opportunities or the everything. I was not aware. But at the right point of time, you meet right people. Maybe it is early, then it's the best thing. If it is in the later period of your life, it's better to continue your mistake. It's or to continue the profession that you're not happy with. It's not okay. So I was not happy with my profession. I'm frankly speaking. I know majority of the people who are in Sikkim, they are happy, they are doing good. But everyone have a personal life. Everyone has a personal opinion regarding everything. So according to me, the industry life, I got no kind of such thing that I can see my growth, I can see my progress, or I can see that yes, my skills are being applied and I'm using my brain. So somewhere or the other, I feel very boring. I feel very disregarded that yes, this kind of job can be easily done by a class 12 pass out as well. Again, it's only my opinion. Others' opinion may vary. So with everyone opinions, with I have a huge respect for everyone's opinion. So after suffering for 1 year, I with one of my friends, Rishi Pratim Sarkar, he is also in Wipro right now. So one day I was talking to him and I got to know about ISD, that is Institute of Advanced Skill Development, and definitely my guru Aditya Ghosh sir. So I contact sir so that I know I'm suffering a lot. Let's figure out my career ahead. So he is the person who show me the torchlight, who show me the path that this way you should be walking. And before walking to a path, the highest thing, maybe some of you guys will not be on the same direction with me or same opinion about me, that you need a huge motivation first. Without motivation, it is very much impossible to run a life. I can say my one day that after having a duty for 12 hours in industry, I came back to my room back in Sikkim. There was no light over there. Okay, it was completely dark. There was no one in the room as well. The water was out of the water also ran out because we have no storage water as well. I was really thirsty. I want to have a bath. I'm unable to cook food, and and ultimately after a few minutes or few hours, my phone also ran out of battery and it was complete dark. So outside was raining like cats and dogs, and I sat in the midst of the my bed and started thinking that why I am doing this, where I am actually. I'm a B.Pharm graduate. I should be working in a good company or a good area at least where I can will be provided all the benefits. This is not the benefits I am getting. So yeah, then again I came, so I can't get contact with Aditya sir, and he helped me like anything. I must say he helped me like anything. And even the person who is sitting right in front of me, this topic, he also helped me a lot because I am a person who have seen at the very beginning I said that I am a person who have seen lots of failures. Okay, and I will never blame my failures because failures are the pillars that I am today. I am standing on the pillars of my failures only. Okay, because the failures have learned me that you should be accountable for your things. So many things I have learned that we will discuss in later phase as well. So yeah, with help of Aditya sir, with our ISD, the right set of knowledge, because I have seen this profession for the last 7 to 8 months, and in this last 7 to 8 months, I have seen that this profession demands the best. there is no area for the second boy here. You have to be the first boy. And that first boy don't depend on the marks you've obtained in your bachelor, the marks you've obtained on your class 12 class. That doesn't matter. Believe me, they even don't see the result as well. But where should you first? You should be first with yourself, with your professional skills. When the interview will ask you that, tell me the negative point based on which you should not be selected. That question needs a thorough practice, a thorough preparation. So this kind of question are being asked. So yeah, so with the help of sir, with the help of ISD, with the help of all my alumni at ISD, I was able to start my career at Wipro, and yeah, doing over there since then. The next
Great.
question.
Before going to next question, I think some of the new fellows have joined. So again, thank you so much for joining. I can see Rudrashri there. Hello, Rudrashri. Uh, I can see sir is there. Hello, sir. Good
Hello
afternoon to
sir.
you. Okay. Okay. So I think I have to say about myself as well. I think he has asked about both of us. So if I have to say about my journey, so my journey started like this, similar to this kind of one live stream that changed our direction of working. Basically, what happened is in our final year, not gonna say in the eighth sem, but in the seventh sem, we were curious about pharmacovigilance. That time we didn't know about Materiovigilance was there or not. Regulatory affairs, we don't have the idea because our college curriculum is set as such that we didn't get the chance to understand this kind of things. We never heard of this in our books. Only one or two line of definitions are there, but nothing much, so that we can understand that yes, a person can, a BPharm graduate can work as a pharmacovigilance associate in a company or in a different country as well. So we didn't have the idea because we didn't have the horizon that was given to our college. So what happened is we were searching that is it possible to work in pharmacovigilance or any kind of similar uh, work profile. So we were a bunch of people, bunch of students who were trying to understand. So one of my friend whose name is Merab, who is also working in iMerit. So he found our ISD channel on YouTube. There was a live stream going on regarding a session. He found out that he shared us in our personal group that hey, I found this group, pharmacovigilance teacher is teaching, so we can have a talk with him. So from there we started our journey in pharmacovigilance. We started, I think, in hi Shani, thank you for joining. So we started in December 2025. I guess I joined a bit late because I had some issues. Then December 2024 to April 2025, we did our classes regularly. I believe we used to come from our colleges early. We used to try to bunk the last class so that we can join the class early. So we used to start our class at 5:30. It The back-to-back classes were happening, so it would end on around in night at 1:30 or even 2 because uh, the classes were so engaging so that we were just stuck. We didn't have the idea that how much time has gone. So that's how we started our journey. In April 2025, we had our certificate ceremony. After that, we started our journey towards searching the job. And fortunately, unfortunately enough, uh, I was the person who got the. Am I audible?
I guess.
Okay, okay. Uh, I saw that the network issue is there, so I tried to fix. So back to the point. So I was the person who got the least amount of response from the HRs and the companies. So I was this bit frustrated. I will say more frustrated because from April to June I didn't had any type of response from the HR. And suddenly one day in uh, July, I believe, I got a response from one of the HRs in IQVIA. He contacted me through one of my friends, that is Rudra. And then we had a chat. He said me that I have to give an exam, and after that I have to give uh, the interview on the very next day. He called me suddenly and he is asking me that I have to give the interview on the very next day. So I gave my exam and as well my interview on the very next day. Unfortunately enough, I got the chance to get selected in IQVIA. After getting my provisional certificate, I believe uh, some people who are in the chat, they are also in the same group. Someone like Rudro and then Kushal also there, Kotun also there. We got the uh, job, I think within 15 days. I got the job in IQVIA. So in August, we are working in IQVIA. So that's how we started our journey. More later, after that, before that, let's have some questions from the chat. Okay, I can see some new people have joined. Hello, Sashmit. Thank you for joining. Hello, Arpita. Hello, Shiny. Thank you for joining. Okay, again, if anybody has any other questions, please drop your questions. Just like at the rate it's Pikachu. I don't know who it is again. I'm requesting again and again. Please share your name because I don't know even you are a male or female. So I'm just saying. Okay. So before anybody asks any question, I have a question for Ridhu. And so Ridhu, before getting a job in Wipro, basically a medical device kind of job. You have studied about pharmacovigilance, you have applied, you got a offer letter from IQVIA as well. So at the same time, you had the both of the offers. So my question for you is, for a person who is new to this kind of things, so what is the basic difference between pharmacovigilance job and a material vigilance? If you can give some opinion on it.
Sure, Taufeeq. That's a nice question, I must say, because majority of the guys today we are standing, we majority of us we don't know about material vigilance, what kind of thing it is. So many of the pharmacy graduates are aware of the pharmacovigilance job, and it's totally okay. And what is materiovigilance? So materiovigilance is the same thing. In pharmacovigilance, we keep a vigilance of the pharmaceuticals, that is the API, new drugs in the markets, and lot of things. But in Metrovigilance, very similarly, we do the same job but on medical device, because in case of medical device, a lot different tiers of risks are associated with a medical device. Even for a single medical device, there are thousands of problems or thousands of risks exposures are associated. So right now, when we go for this medical device risk assessment, where complaint handling, everything comes under this material vigilance. And if any kind of patient injury, patient death occurs, then submission of the regulatory report to the concerned regulatory authority along with the additional regulatory authorities comes to this material vigilance part. As along with, there is a new opportunity that is also coming up very soon or the other. We can see that in India as well. Right now the clients are talking about, that is the about the assessment of the risk, the reassessment of the risk, because many medical devices are in the market for maybe last 30 years. Maybe the risks needs to be re-evaluated, and re-evaluation of the risk associated with the medical devices are also important factor coming up. Yeah.
Great. I think we have a question from Sir as well. Sir asked to you, I think, to tell us about the material vigilance and the careers in different companies. And I'll add something on it. Many of the new people have a little bit of dilemma that whether or not, because the material vigilance, the term itself is very new compared to pharmacovigilance. Pharmacovigilance is a word that is somewhere down the line in the syllabuses in our BPharm. So people are aware something about it, but material vigilance is a new word, completely new domain for many people. So many people are in dilemma that whether a good career can be made in material vigilance or medical device or not. What are the career opportunities are there? So if you can tell us about that as well.
Sure. So first of all, since as you said, the material vigilance field is very much new. Actually, it is something that have come up to the market, and very, if you can also, we have a term called medtech. And medtech, and I also, for the students who got confused that whether to choose Materiovigilance or whether to choose Pharmacovigilance, believe me, guys, from a broader spectrum, from a broader point of view, at the end, everything merge up. Back in my school, one of my sir told me a very interesting thing that I would like to share with everyone. That whenever we used to ask sir that sir, biophysics is a good subject, we should study biophysics. Some said, no, no, biochemistry is a good subject. Someone says, no, 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 only chemistry is good. Rest of the subjects are boring. Everyone has a very different opinion regarding this kind of things. Sir said only one thing, that when you will study at a higher level, at a very broader level, everyone gets merged up. It's all mixed. You can't find the difference between a physics student, you can't find the difference between a chemistry student, and similarly with a biology student. Everything mixes up because without the help of chemistry, a biology student can't proceed. A chemistry student will perform project work or a PhD on generally on a biological topic so that new advancements can be learned, new molecules can be synthesized like that, and similarly the physics part as well. So yeah, so at the very top corner, Metrovigilance, Pharmacovigilance mixes up, and I try to call this multi-vigilance or medtech technology because very recently even the drugs will be incorporated into medical devices, and the medical device will be used as a drug delivery system. So at that point of time, whether the molecule, the drug is failing or the medical device is failing, that will come under only one associate only or one regulatory affairs specialist only. So we can guys start with material vigilance. It's a new domain. A lot of opportunities are there. A lot of vacancies come up, and we suffer from we have to conduct walk-ins regularly to get people. There's lots of vacancies are there, and as well as there is a high chance of growth. High chance because how many candidates are talking about material vigilance? I am really excited to talk about material vigilance, but I can't find the candidates there. We have a very few candidates that talk about material vigilance. The competition is less and chances of growth excelling in your career is much higher in Metrovigilance. I'm not saying there is no chances pharmacovigilance. There is a huge chance in pharmacovigilance as well. But as a comparative point of view, right now in the right situation, I believe that Metrovigilance can have a very fantastic career ahead for everyone. And Metrovigilance is a big domain. You work with mechanical engineers, you work with biomedical engineers, and a huge knowledge sharing can be there. Generally in IQVIA, or I should not be quoting any company, in a pharmacovigilance project, B-Pharm graduates are mainly present over there. But when you come to Metrovigilance, a lot of varieties of candidates are present. A deep knowledge sharing can be done. We can discuss a lot. So again, whenever we share knowledge, we share a 1 plus 1 equals to 11. So that's the way I see Metrovigilance as the future, firstly. And our careers and different companies are there. Like very recently, there are many companies because I can't. So if we start with a BPS level of company, business process sector, you have Cognizant, you have Wipro, even IQVIA is also having the material vigilance programs very recently in Kolkata or in other parts of India as well. Okay, you have Metronics. Metronics is a huge company. It's a global company, Metronics. And if you come to the product-based companies, Stryker is there, Philips is there, Novartis if have medical device, J&J, that is Johnson and Johnson have medical device, Pfizer have medical device, Roche have medical device, Smith and Nephew, one of the oldest company in medical device scenario, is a huge the company's turnover maybe in billions euros. So it's a huge company. They offer a hefty salary. To I believe very recently I saw a vacancy of Smith and Nephew at their official website only. I'm not quoting anything wrong, so you can easily check that out for 5 years for a 5 years graduate or a regulatory specialist having an experience of 5 years only. They are offering a position at Seattle in US and offering them a salary of 1.5 crores in INR. Actually, it's mentioned over in dollars. So I just converted and I see that the annual tax is only 1.5 crores. So can you guys believe? Okay, let's assume that we won't get that one, but we can get that company's job in India because they have their offices in India. We can have a job in Philips. We can have a job in J&J. In these big giants, their salaries are huge. They are ready to offer, but they don't get the candidate because they will select the best again. If they can't get a people, they will keep that place vacant. It is not like that without that person, the company will dry out. It is a scenario. But they need the best and they will recruit the best. And for being the best, you need to be there. You have to gather the knowledge in the Materiovigilance and outside the box as well. So career opportunities are huge in this domain. And in this domain, as you know that since a new domain always demands for different types of jobs, different types of people. It is not a saturated one. It's a completely new and it's open to all. So I will definitely recommend the young graduates, those who are opting for a career in regulatory affairs or this clinical data management scenario field. So they can definitely come up to Metro Vigilance, and I'm always there to help with. So yeah,
Thank you so much, Ritaboloda. Okay, so we have some new fellows as well. Hi, Amisha. Thank you for joining. One of our superstar students. We'll have her also in our future podcast. Uh, then we have Mayuk. Thank you so much for joining, Mayuk. Okay, so we have some couple of questions from here. Uh, I'll take take one of them. It's from Soham. He's asking, what are the career opportunities in MDPS?
MDPS. So Shom, I believe you're talking about medical device and pharma sector. So career opportunities again, if you start from vertical level, so you have maybe complaint intaker is there, complaint evaluator, complaint investigator is there. So I don't know what the pharmacovigilance guys will call that out, but from a medical device point of view, we actually get a complaint. That is the intake person who receives the complaints from our customer or from the engineers end. Okay, so followed by we can also have the complaint evaluation, that is why the complaint is there, what the complaint is talking about. We need to write that, yeah, is that this, and followed by investigation, that why the problem occurred, like why the scenario occurred, etc., etc. And ultimately decision need to be made within a regulatory timeline. Many of you guys I know believe that there is a regulatory authority in countries, and like in India we have CDSCO, in US we have FDA, and these are very stringent regulatory authority, you believe me. So they have a lot of set of rules and regulations that need to be followed. And career opportunities won't come sitting in the bench or sitting in the same seat every day or doing the same work every day. You know, I got the Saturdays and Sundays weekly off. I feel it is very less. I feel it very less because the amount of study that needs to be done, I believe that can't be fit into these 2 days actually. Now, why? What you need to learn more? You need to learn about ISO because it is not on us that we decide that yes, we will do like this. So we have a set of guidelines. Who prescribe that guidelines? The ISO prescribes. So for getting opportunities, we need to learn ISO, we need to learn ICH. Right now in India, I saw that ISO is one of the important factors. But whenever I speak to my clients, those who are sitting in Netherlands, maybe in US, they speak like different. They actually merge the ICH and the ISO guidelines together and say something. We are biased with ISO, and we generally in India, I have seen this thing that we don't quote ICH so much. We take the help of ISO, but ICH is also another international guideline that needs to be followed or needs to be compliance. So, but again, that is the reason that generally in this scenario, I have seen again one difference that Indian people or Indian companies, that this work that we do in India, are kind of we actually run the system, but how to run the system or how should we be working, that comes from US, that comes from Europe, because great with their work. They don't think let's have OT, let's have 5 rupees extra this month, let's have 500 rupees extra this month. They don't go for that. They only go for excellence. They take the accountability. Yes, I am asking you to do this job like this. You do this. If something went wrong, I will be the one to take that responsibility. That day, when you say like this, that I will take the responsibility, believe me, your passport will be ready to get stamped for a visa, and you will be flying to some foreign country. You will be having a great, even if you are not flying to some different country, you will have a great position in your own organization as well. Managers, I have seen my managers, they are sitting like anything, they're having gossips. But believe me, whenever something goes wrong, we sleep very peacefully. Our managers at that time, keeps waking for maybe 1 week, 14 days. That does not until the problem gets resolved. They keeps on waking. So that kind of accountability needs to be there. Career opportunities are huge. If I start speaking today, I would end up next day. That kind of opportunities are present. Any maybe from you are new to the Wipro, maybe some of your surroundings guys may say like that. There is no opportunity. Nothing can be there. We have to do this 9 to 9 job. Whatever we process, we have to do like that. Believe me, the world is not that small. The world is not that small. So keep on believing that you can do something very great, and opportunities are plenty, plenty. Plenty. And I can say, just go to the Philips website, you go to the Smith and Nephew website, you go to the Striker website, see the number of vacancies out there. But you need to be the best. Why they will select you? That is the main thing.
Great. Okay, I think we have another person named Anik Datta. Thank you for joining. One of our new students in ISD. He has a big question. So I'll request, and also Shashmi, thank you for joining. Both of them have a huge question. So I'll suggest rather than me asking on behalf of you guys, you can join the stream. I am sharing the link. I believe I have shared. Yeah. Click on the link, join the session. You can directly ask the question to Ridoboloda. Meanwhile, I'll take the question from Onik. He has asked everything, I believe. Tell us about how to apply, uh, like workday, email applications, resume type, by which we can be selected by HR for the interview.
For to answer this question, Anek, I must say nowadays HR is not the person who will review your application at the very beginning. It will be the AI that will be scrutinizing your application. So for this, you
Yeah,
need to have very one thing at very beginning, that your CV should look like a multiverse CV that is well connected. Previously, what we do, if I say about maybe 10 years back, the CVs were reviewed by a person. Whenever they saw the name, acha, from where he is, what he does, what he have done, etc., etc. Now AI will sort out in a different purpose. AI will say from where he is, it doesn't matter to me. What are the key skills he is having? Maybe the AI is asked that you scrutinize for Materiovigilance. Now what will AI will search? The word Materiovigilance, the word medtech, the word medical device, the ISO, ICH, 21 CFR. Okay, so this kind of things, the regulatory reporting, regulatory compliance, this kind of words that will come up to the AI that the AI will look for. If just assume that your CV is missing that thing, where you from where you are, what maybe you are a PhD, you won't get accepted. So making or cracking the AI is also a very interesting thing. And you believe me, AI can itself help you. You just to go to Copilot and type that I am applying for a Metrovigilance job. Just give your CV. Tell me if this CV will be if scanned by a AI will be selected for the job having this kind of criteria. Yes or no? The Copilot will itself provide you the feedback. That yes, your CV will be selected. Yes, your CV will not be selected. If not, what are the requirements are there? So this is a very basic part I'm talking about. And now you have need to apply. Just visit the different companies' official website. Don't go for yeah, definitely have a look on the LinkedIn as well, because majority like in Wipro we have a walk-in. The walk-in news are being spread out by associates like us. We generally post in LinkedIn. We generally share in our groups, and multiple groups are as well are there. But definitely trust the genuine one. I again say trust the genuine one, because sometimes it has been into our notice that some groups ask you for money for the vacancies, but it is not. Again, as a company
yeah,
official as well, but not I'm not right now. I'm not company official. I'm speaking about, but never pay for any job. Okay, so, and
mm,
have a look at the LinkedIn page, have a look into the page of the official website like in Cognizant. Okay, in HCLTech is a big company. HCLTech have a good application of Metro Vigilance, Striker. Even I know that some companies you say that we don't recruit the freshers initially. Okay, no worries. You can have a look every day, right? You can have the list with you ready that yes, on that day that vacancy came up. So you can have the pattern of getting the vacancies out. So at the later period of life, a later period of a career, when you have the experience set, maybe 3 years or 2 years down the line, at that time you can guess that what time the vacancies will be out and at what time you need to be at your best phase. Again, I have learned this one thing from Sir only, that when to apply for a new job, when you're doing your best, never when you're doing at your at your lowest. You should apply for a new job uh, when you're at the best phase of your life or the best part of your career. So when you're at the best part of your career, you just apply over there. That's the thing.
Mhm. And also, I will like to add one thing. There, you have asked Amit about work. I have seen so many people. I think in the previous some sessions we had, in the, we got the same queries about the work day. So, what error a fresher is making? They are just seeing the title. For an example, safety associate trainee or operation coordinator one or associate or medical device safety associate. So they are just seeing the title and just creating the CV and changing the title of their own CV, like applying for medical device associate and just sending the same CV in everywhere. That is a common mistake. If you are doing that kind of thing, your CV will never gonna be selected. You have to, when you're seeing the job description and other things in the workday, there are plenty of things that are mentioned in the job description and in eligibility criteria. Try to search for the technical terms, the keywords that they are asking from a particular associate. Try to incorporate those keywords in your CV, because after that, an AI can recognize that, your CV has those kind of keywords that this particular position needs. You know, you just cannot create one CV and just blindly sending to emails of HRs and other work days and as well. This will never work. You have to customize your CV based on every position you are applying. Every single time you have to at least try to add one keyword, at least one keyword different from the previous CV you have created, because the position is different. So you have to apply it differently. So that will be one suggestion from me. I hope that will help. You know, if you have any other question, please do drop in the chat box as well. And I have shared the link. I haven't seen anyone to join yet, but please join and ask your question directly to Rita Bodada. Meanwhile, we'll go to Shashmit. Shashmit has asked one question. Thank you, Shashmit. He has asked that we know, like Materiovigilance or Pharmacovigilance, uh, other domains also exist. So, when we are preparing for our first job as a fresher, should we focus only on any one domain, or must we prepare for everything? So, what's your take on it?
That's a really nice question, Jasmine. Being a freshers, that idea I've come up to, that's really fantastic, and I believe you are in the very right path with right people. I say, must say that. No, never focus on one thing because it is life. What at one fine morning, what will click for you, you don't know. Because I generally prefer that. Let's assume if I have been asked to say that you need to every day you wake up in the morning and you read on Metro Vigilance every day. It's quite kind of boring, you know. So at one point of time, it will make you saturated even in the job. Before you are on the job, you will no, it will make you feel boring. Now, the very similar, you can ask me like this. So, Dada, so very similarly, you don't you feel saturated doing the same Metro Vigilance work every day? Believe me, guys, every day I learn something new. Each and every case is different. Each and every case is new to me. I learn a lot of things. I learn a lot of things. I see many faces that are very blunt on Mondays. Then the Saturday Sundays they do a lot of fun. They, they oh no, the Monday is here. But believe me, guys, I wake up on Monday like anything because I know again a 1 week. I know hell lot of pressure is there. Sometimes I also do feel why I'm doing something like this, why I'm walking for 16 or 18 hours. Believe me, guys, that I only do for to gain new knowledge. Because I every time sometimes anyone speak to me, I say that I'm in a very much of hurry. I'm in very much hurry. I need to gain experience of 2 years in 1 year of time. How I can do that? How I can afford that? Because technically that is not feasible. Even I can technically I cannot write that. But the questions of the interviewer on my next job may ask me, I will be able to answer variety of questions. I will able to explain the variety of scenarios that I've seen. Because my job is for 9.5 hours. I'm working for 16 hours maybe. So where this 6.5 hours will go? That will go into vain? Never. This will come to me only. Not today, but in a different way that maybe I don't know at this point of time, don't know as well. So every day is a new day. So I will say never stick to this MV or PV. Learn everything new. You learn clinical data management. You learn how to manage data. Data analytics is the next level thing or next day thing that is coming up. One day the bot will perform everything, but analyzing the data, data analytics will never dry out, because at the end of the day, AI can interpret you, but the decision you need to take. AI can suggest you, okay, these are the options that you may select. But what's the best option? AI will never see the best option. You are the best. The human intelligence is the best, and the human intelligence can say this is the best option for this scenario. So MVPV clinical is one sector, that is the knowledge base, but the skill base lies beyond with the data analytics, like this kind of things. Power BI, next thing, Excel. Then the Excel thing, I believe I don't know 10% of Excel, because in Excel, what cannot be done? Just ask me what cannot be done. Everything, each and everything can be done. But believe me, guys, it's very sad part of the day that in our syllabus, in our curriculum, it maybe that is with due respect to PCI, due respect to every AICT, with due respect to every university, everyone, our syllabus or our curriculum lags many things that the Europes and the Americas are much ahead of us in time. Why? Because they focus on learn Excel, learn the operating Windows system from a very grassroots level from class 5 or 6. Our education system don't allow us to learn the computer very beginning. Our education system asks to just to write. We know very well English. I know each of us who is here today in this live session, each and every one of us know English like a top-notch quality. But when it comes to speaking, are we able to speak? No. Why we aren't able to speak? Because somewhere or the other, the application parts is missing to us. We have so much knowledge. We don't know the basic things like Excel. We don't know that. And even sometimes I was talking to sir last night as well. Our syllabus, what we have in our first year of BPharm, we have remedial mathematics, remedial biology. Oh my God! Like seriously, what we have learned for 2 years, we have to again learn. So why? What were we doing in class 11 and 12? Again, whenever we point out like this, the other four fingers are towards us. We are also the person that we have never haven't taken out the curriculum seriously when we are in class 11 and 12, and maybe that is the reason the college or the PCI have felt that yes, this is required. At that time, that year we may have been we have been learning this Excel thing, because in college we get a little bit of time. Yes, I do believe that in 11 and 12 there is no time. The syllabus is huge. So why we're not learning the Excel from class 5 or class 6? Microsoft is free today. When you purchase a laptop, the Excel comes inside it. So why aren't we learning that? So this part I am really serious about, that we should learn Excel. We should need to know that what kind of things we can be done. We have VLOOKUP, data pool, query run, everything there is in Excel. Do we know that? I believe before joining this job I am practically saying, then maybe I don't know the how to keep a filter, how to apply a filter even. I have came to know after I have joined this job. Why that should be the scenario? It's a very basic thing. Just select the row and apply on the filter button. It will automatically do the rest of the things. What is the rocket science behind that? That we can't learn this. So this is the part that I will like to highlight again, with not with the context of the question, maybe this one, but from the aspect of their getting placed or progressing in career, it is of extreme importance, because my managers have learned Excel. You don't know even Excel 10%. Learn Excel. So something importance are there. So you need to learn this kind of things.
Great. Also, I would like to have a follow up on this question as well. Many people generally tend to ask one question that what are the skills that we need to acquire before going to a job? But since you were in the corporate sector for such a long time, uh, maybe you are the right, I believe you are the right person to give the answer of this question that what are the common mistakes a fresher or a 6 months or a 10 month old professional are making in working or any type of interview. So what are the common errors you think that they are making?
So it's a very good thing, topic you have highlighted right now. I must say the accountability. No one is ready to take accountability. You are doing a job. You have been provided with some tasks that you are not taking the accountability of. You're doing the job. I'm not saying you're not doing the job. You are definitely doing the job, but you are not accountable for that. Why? You have been. You think the job as a 9.5 hours job. You think the job as someone else's job. Why? You say my salary is that this, my salary is that. Believe me, Tawfiq, I been to Wipro, and maybe I am the most youngest person right now to be in the submission group along with one other lady. Why Wipro have been providing this opportunity to me and not rest of the guys, even those who are in the bucket of 3, 4, or 5 years of experience? Why they weren't provided the opportunity, but I was provided with the opportunity? Why? Because from the very first day, one thing strikes me that I should be accountable for my job. Even at the night when the client pings me up, he sees that this person is working. When my manager pings me up, he sees this person is working. He's accountable for his job. So we actually have a very critical scenario last month. Even on the Sunday, my team lead called me that what is the scenario. I as well, because whatever I was asked to have done that. But do you say that we should be taking the for a safer side? Let's give closures for 10 more cases. Please do that. Believe me, I was at that time back in my maternal home in Sri Rampur. I was having my laptop. I asked my mom just provide me 1 hour or half an hour, 1.5 hour, because I back in my mind I know that something may go wrong. So at the very back of mind I have prepared 10 cases ready that it can be closed easily. I went back to the system. I log in. I closed 10 cases. Blah, blah, blah. And what we ensured that that we are safe side. So now everyone says,
Mm.
what you get in return? Do you get something? I get in return. That is this thing. There is nothing. But back in my mind, I got the accountability, and my manager said that this guy is accountable. He can handle the big teams. He can handle big responsibilities. So new guys who come up to the job, they majorly make a mistake that they are like, it's 8:30. I'm in my office. It is 6. Bye. So this can't be done. Yes, it can be done definitely. Then never again. Today you're not taking the accountability. Never ask for promotion. Never ask for great salary. It should be a fair exchange. A person who is taking accountability, he will grow in his life or her life. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not day after tomorrow, but one day he or she will. Definitely. There is no doubt about it. But problem is where that at a certain period of like Tofik, I know some of your seniors may have said growth is not there. Salary don't only 2.5%. You have done a job of 2.5%. Companies are not foolish. Companies are ready to pay in millions to you, but you should be deserving. If you're getting paid in millions, you should ensure that I pay back the company in billions. That is a very, very common fair exchange. Why company will pay you in millions if he can earn from you at least in billions, right? That's the thing. Accountability is a major, major problem because you can learn Excel, you can learn VLOOKUP, you can learn Power BI, but what you can't learn, that is accountability. It should be inside you from the very first day, and if it is there, it is there. If it is not there, you can't bring it back.
Then we are living in Gen Z era, right? So uh, these new persons who are just joining the corporate, they have when we say these kind of things to them, the common uh, follow-up they have that if we are earning and we are working in Saturday and Sunday as well, so when will we will spend that money that we have earned just now? So what will be that?
So that should be there. But when the criticality strike you, you should be the one to come up. Again, do what we are Gen Z people, and I believe we are we are that generation who can take the hugest accountability, the most accountability on our head.
Mm,
We have we are with that. You won't believe. I believe one of some of my very close ones are in this life set. So those who knows. So
yeah.
so she knows that what kind of time I can provide back to her. She knows that. She never complains that. She knows that I am up to something. I'm up to my dreams because sir is right now in London. If I can't go, if I, sir may have been to London maybe in 5 years or 8 years of his career. If I can't achieve that in 4 years, then what I'm doing? If I then why? How can I call myself Gen Z? How can I call myself the next generation? My previous generation, if they have been to after 8 years of experience in India, they have been to London or some foreign land, then I should be the person who should be have getting that opportunity in 4 years. So for me, I believe that this accountability thing can provide or take you to that place. Maybe other set of skills are required that I can gain, but what I can never miss that is the accountability is enjoying the fact we will definitely enjoy time. A lot of time is there, you know, but
Okay.
whenever reality strikes you, you should be the one to come up. You should be the one to hold your organizations back. So this is the main thing. You should enjoy. I am not saying that don't enjoy. Yeah, I enjoy. Today I am on a fully holiday. Tomorrow as well. Last week I was in a
Yeah.
criticality, and my organization needs me. So I have been providing that support to them, like extended support, what we call as extended support to that organization. So it's I think it's my responsibility. So whenever we take holidays or we leave, we have a paid leave, the PLs. Then the company never asks that why you're taking the PLs. So if the company requests me for an maybe for 4 to 5 hours for a weekend, if I'm not providing that support to them, I know that's a critical. The, if there is no criticality associated, then they also asking, then we can have a talk to them. We can gently refuse that with the logic that yes, there is no criticality associated. But generally, the organization only asks for you. And still further, I have been blessed to have managers or my team lead or my group lead as those people who ask for your support if it is required only. If it is not, they won't bother you when some days our productivity is down. They don't call us that why the today's productivity is down. But every day is not our day. I believe so. Because yesterday as well, my productivity was not at that good. I believe so because I was really tired at the end of this long, tiring week. I was really tired. I was not able to focus on everything. So I think that yeah, today my productivity is low. Let's see. My TL, believe me, my TL never called me and asked me that why today your productivity is so down. My manager never called me. Even if I would have, if I voluntarily would have said them that I am not okay, so go home. Uh, Take rest today. Take rest. No worries. So I have been blessed so that with that kind of opportunity or that kind of welcoming environment, someone if there is maybe someone who won't get this welcoming scenario or welcoming environment, but for them, I will say that you can turn out the situations. Behave with people like anything. You can with a great smile, you can achieve anything. How many times a person will scold you? At the end, he or she will get fed up.
Yeah.
This this person takes up everything so positively. Many of my friends say that so much negativity is over there. You should be the one to initiate the positive vibes in you. You
Yeah.
make yourself like that kind of positive person that you can absorb all the negatives from the opposite person, and your charge would be still at the positive end only. So with this we can manage the pathetic scenarios. I know that what kind of pathetic scenarios can be. I'm well aware of because sometimes I also feel the same. But again, with that smile, with that positive vibe, you can you can manage everything.
Yeah. I think similar type of questions we have from Rakesh. Okay, Shubhadeep was there. Hi Shubhadeep, sorry I missed your comment. Um, Rakesh is asking a very good question, Rakesh. As an associate, what strategies should I follow to grow professionally and build opportunities to work or getting a chance to work in the leading global organizations like SNN and J&J? For in short, he is asking that from a
Global
he's
organization.
working maybe in CRO, then from there, in order to go to a bigger company who has in-house production and in-house their other things like J&J and all. So, what are the things that are required?
So for this, I will must say that you must be on the top tier of your work.
Hmm.
So what's the top tier of work? This regulatory submission is one of the top tier of work
Hmm.
because this kind of things need a very perfection. If something goes wrong, an inch, the regulatory authority will not pay the organization because
Yeah.
try to think, regulatory authorities are being there with stringent rules. One rule, the one point is being broke, they will charge you in millions. They will charge you in millions, and that's the opportunity they're looking for always,
Hmm.
both from a public perspective of view and both one kind of what kind of transactional point of view as well. So whenever you are
Yeah.
doing this regulatory reporting, this top tier of job, the top tier of
Hmm.
job, everyday job, I must say, then you're on to that big giants like Smith and Nephew, J and J, this Johnson and Johnson, and these big giants. They only ask for good quality of people. How can you be the good quality of people? So you must be the good quality of work as well. And with good quality of work, one thing again, I will must say the accountability because they are looking for those persons who are accountable. Those
Yeah.
persons who will feel that it is their job, it is their work, it is not like some third person's job. Because I have seen people like working like that attitude. So at the very beginning, you need that attitude, you need that confidence that you will work hard, you will work like it is your own work. It is like your own job. It's your own accountability at the very beginning. So then you can easily will get the opportunity to work the top tier of job. Your manager will provide just like
Yeah.
me. They provide me the opportunity to yes, go do and do regulatory submissions. Once you do this, once you become so much for next 5 years or next 3 years, you work on regulatory submission, you become so much expert in that that the organizations will look out for you.
Yeah.
They will see you. Okay, this person is doing really well with the regulatory authorities. This person is superb in handling regulatory authorities or the regulatory audits or the whenever a kappa hits you is a corrective action, preventive action hits, the organizations are also provided with the opportunity that they are provided the opportunity to defend that kappa. That is, the kappa is not required. The regulatory body says yes, kappa is required. So one kind of it is the session is like that is the interactive session that they defend over there. They know kappa is not required. The kappa people have no job for the whole day, but when the job comes, they are the person who works for 24 hours every day. And that person's are paid in huge because kappa is being initiated means a huge back, a huge pressure comes to the organization. It's also a market reputation that the market reputation is also at stake that yes, this organization has been hit with kappa, that something have gone wrong. So to defend that kappa, they hire super quality people and they do only the regular
Hmm.
monitoring and they defend the kappa. And if they win, their promotion is pakka. So this top tier of jobs can only be done if you're accountable. You know the process very well. Yes, you have to know the process from vertical to the end. Vertically from the top to end, you must know the process end to end, and every level you should be top notch. Initially, you will face problem. I know that I even that today as well I have faced problem. Sometimes the MI got back last to last we got a mail back that yes, your email submission was having an error. My client comes up to me in a meeting at 2 p.m. in the day and say, okay, Vito brother, you have gone wrong over this and there. So it's okay. Let's sort it out. Me and my client sat on that call and we figured out things out. But yes, this should be the one to make a perfect submission. And keeping my client in call, I submit the report and in next 24 or 20, 30 hours, I got money. Yes, yeah, my submission now is successful. So this top tier of job, when your client also comes to you that yes, what happened? Is a top quality of job. Now, because you will say that how to identify what is the top quality or the top notch job, top tier job. So these are the top tier job. Whenever you will see your client is very much concerned that why this is going
Hmm.
wrong, you can't afford to be uh, get wrong over here. That is a top tier job, and you are the top tier job. You can easily went into this Smith and Nephew and J&J, our dream companies. Even for me as well, Smith and Nephew is one of my dream company. Believe me, it's one of my dream company. So yeah, hope to see you over there very soon, and me as well.
Yeah. And I would add one thing, the credibility part. I think yeah, it's very true that we should have the rationales of whatever we are doing. That if if any time any of us, maybe it's not our manager, maybe it's our colleague that he is working in the next workflow, he's asking that why you have done that. So we should have the rationale for it, that why I have done that. So if they have a difference of opinion, because we all are humans, we see a case, each one of will see the case in different ways. So we should have a difference of opinion. So on that portion as well, we should have a firm rationale that why I have done that and how to get that. Basically, by reading the SOP, that is the gold standard. But other than that, understanding the case properly. And one thing I remember from our last certificate ceremony, one of our chief guests asked us to do is understand a patient story. Basically, when we are working in pharmacovigilance or materiovigilance, we have to understand one simple thing, that whenever you are processing every single case, it is not a made up story. It actually happened to a real person, not a single person, maybe a millions of person. And if you are not doing it properly, the effect can be huge. Previously, if it was one, after you have not done it correctly, it can affect to millions of people. So when we have that particular idea in our mind that yeah, this thing actually affects real human people. Yes, this thing, if we can understand, I think that brings a lot of accountability in us, that yeah, we are contributing towards patient compliance. So we have to keep these things in our mind, and in order to grow, I think that phrase I have kept in my mind for so long, and I will love to have that in the future as well. That is understanding the patient story. When we are doing a case in material vigilance in pharmacovigilance, we have to understand the patient story as well, so that we can understand the things. And when we'll start understanding the patient story, uh, we'll have the responsibility in our hands automatically. So that will be my suggestion. Okay, we have some new people. Tabish, thank you for joining. Good afternoon to you. Okay, okay, sir has some question for you, Mr. Broda. Uh, how to build credibility with managers and seniors in the office? I think you're the right person to answer this question.
So I believe sir have already have the answer, but he would like to highlight to everyone. And
Yeah,
definitely, so with managers, your again, what is I have observed for my example, I can say I know what will be the perfect one, but I know what I have done, and I have won the credibility part. That from the my deputy manager actually conducted my interview. I'm sorry, assistant manager have conducted my interview. So, and after when my training was on, my professor's training was on, and she came up to me and said, "You were very brilliant with your interview." So I have I have never done that one thing that I must be the one that I have a very huge kind of CV or huge kind of knowledge set that I have bring to the interview panel. No, but I believe that what I have bring the positive vibe to answer the questions in a very positive way, because every question can be answered in both ways. That is, you might answer it in a very positive manner, very negative manner. So my starting point with my manager's interaction was the interview part, followed by my interaction increase. So, and the credibility part again. So I know that ISD have also helped me a lot. I can't thank ISD that much because that is not sufficient to thank them. ISD is one of the reasons that I have won the credibility part. Is I must say the first time, the very first point that I have won the credibility was due to ISD, followed by the thing that ISD incorporated inside me, that you should be accountable. You should have the respect for your work. You should be on time, because punctuality is again one thing. So whenever the shift starts at the at early times, I was the person who should be on time. I've never been late to my organization when there is a important task. And even when we talk to our managers, our vibes reflect. Think about a person who is avoiding the manager. I never avoid my manager, neither my deputy manager, neither my assistant manager. I am the person who used to sit, or I try to look for the seat which is in front of the manager's desk. You are doing job, you are doing good, but you're not doing good if you're not letting others to see that you are doing good. What is the difference that you know? I have in my organization, I have colleagues who work far better than me, but they don't have that credibility with the managers. Why? Because they do the job but being hidden, and that's nothing gonna help you. You should be the person who should be highlighted first. You are doing a good job. Very nice. Who knows that? No one knows that. What is the benefit? No benefit. You are doing okay. You are doing good. That should be highlighted. If you are doing okay, that should be highlighted to your manager. If you are doing good, that should be highlighted to your manager. So this is the way the approach. Whenever they come to the office, you can have a nice smile. Hey, good morning or good afternoon. You know. So interaction starts. Interaction never starts with huge things. Interaction starts with small things only. One day he will call you up from where you are. Where do you live? You from Kolkata or you from outside Kolkata? Where do you have done your bachelor's? What is the work? How is work is going? Was too much pressure. Do you need some people with your team? This thing is gone, because last day my deputy manager called me and asked me if the number of people is not very sufficient, right? How many number of guys you need in your team to have a very balanced kind of thing? So we have a discussion with this. Okay, fine. One day the auditors called me and said the client is asking for different set of this coding table is required. So we need to add some few coding. So maybe in that meeting, all with the auditors, all the persons who were in that meeting, they all were the auditors. I'm the only person who's the most least experienced person to be in that meeting. So why they have pulled me into that meeting? It is that because they believe that being visible, being answerable, being taking the accountability thing helps you a lot, because they know that I will be suggesting something that is required.
Yeah,
Someone might suggest that which be there though. No, that won't help you again. I'm very much up to this thing, and I have very this kind of idea is someone says that how far you will go, how far you will go. I I have never seen the end. So my journey is infinite. My job or my responsibilities then are also infinite. So I should be working like that. I should be working like a mature person, not like a person who is on my accountability match with that person who is reading in class 4. My accountability should match with my assistant managerial level. Yes, I need that post. I need to be promoted, right? Guys, so for that again, accountability, visibility, these are the key. As sir said, that is visibility is the key. You should be visible. If you're not visible, if you're not accountable, no one gonna look after you, because again you are the common person. In a job you need to be different from others, then only the possibilities are there. You want to get highlighted, you want to be provided with much more of responsibilities, opportunities, and opportunities come, you are ahead. So one thing I would like to add with the previous answers to the Rakesh, that opportunity is again the key when you can enter these big giants. Never let down the opportunities, always invite opportunities.
yeah. And also, I'd like to add one thing. When I was joining uh, my first company, IQVIA, I remember sir calling me before my joining that Tawfiq, remember two things. Small things I'll say, but you should do. First thing, that start eating using spoon and fork and don't use hands. And even if you don't eat, try to understand how to basically handle the glasses of uh, the things. Okay, now. And secondly, whenever you are trying to have a conversation with your managers or other projects related managers and the seniors, you don't have to do anything much. Just go in the morning whenever you see them first, tell them good morning. Whenever you are leaving, just say see you next day. Just do these two things and you will see the changes. I was a bit honestly, I was a bit skeptical on the second thing that by just saying good morning and what changes that can happen. So I tried not only the manager who is associated with my project, but also in the different projects. I used to go there. Uh, he used to groom himself in the washroom, and I saw him in the first time in the morning, and I'll say, "Good morning, sir." And he used to ask me that you are from my project or not. I would say, "No, I am not from your project." But still, I would say I try to greet him every day. So I followed this thing around 1.5 months. After 1.5 months, what happened is I was having my lunch in the cafeteria. I was sitting with my colleague. Uh, Suddenly, this manager comes and sit beside me and then start talking with me. I didn't ask him anything. He started telling me his journey, that how he started, what are the things he's facing right now, because they are also humans. They need some people to talk to. They have frustration just like we have. They also have a different level of frustration. They need to talk to some people. So he then asked me about my journey, how I started, where I want to see myself. Uh, Tell me whenever you need, if you need anything, I can help. Although he's not my from my project, but still he had a very good gesture for me. So this thing can happen. Effort can be less, but it should be steady. You don't have to do much. You just need to be consistent enough. If you can uh, be consistent, I think that is the main key. The visibility with consistency. ठीक है ना एक ही दिन करके फिर एक महीने छोड़ मत देना थोड़ा थोड़ा करके try to do it every day. It doesn't take any effort. I think hardly takes 10 minutes, 10 seconds, and you are done. And they will see because that is also in our corporate done in if you see the freshers, if there are 200 freshers, they are joined. I don't think anyone dare to say these kind of things like greeting them while leaving, while entering. These small gestures make a huge impact. We have to work on them. So that will be my suggestion for you guys. Yeah. And also, I think if anybody has any other questions, please do drop your questions. Um, Meanwhile, they drop. I have to address the elephant in the room. Basically, whenever I talk to any fresher, uh, one question that is consistent in everyone's mouth, that is uh, in 2025 there was a huge number of hiring was there in Kolkata location, in other locations as well, all over the India. I think around 500 people itself in Wipro, similar kind of number in IQVIA and Cognizant as well. So in big 2026, these new people, will they have any seat left or any room left for them in these big giants in the corporate? What do you think?
Definitely. Because Tawfiq, every day I can say that every project in the hands of IQVF, Cognizant, and Wipro, it becomes they're getting expanded because requirements are getting expanded. From a
Yeah.
regulatory point of view, you know, from a regulatory point of view, thing requirements are every day increasing. It is not decreasing. The compliances are getting bigger and bigger. The list is getting bigger and bigger. And I must admit one thing that the vacancies that are out even today or that will be coming in next 2 to 3 months, one of is very much similar. If you say that in 2025 the number of candidates hired is 500, then I will say okay, since the economic situation over the globe is not that much stable as compared to 2025, so maybe the vacancies drop to 250, but 250 vacancies are out, and 250
Mm.
number is not very bad
Yeah.
in comparison to the economic situation of the world. Okay, and again, the regulatory guidelines or regulatory requirements are getting enlarged, or the numbers are getting more and more every day, each and every day. So people are
Mm.
required. People are required, and we are on transition to AI. So in this transition phase, again, we will try to definitely associate as much as people we can, because the AI transformation will then hit all together. Maybe today in organization there's 1,000 people, 1,000 guys are there, but if I can gather another 500, the transition to the to transformative AI or the the generative AI will be 1,500 people. So whenever this 1,500 people will be transforming to AI, the organization maybe have a great chance where they can say, I have trained professionals of who are hands-on or have practical experience on AI with 1,500 people in my whip. So the new projects or the new opportunities will come up to that company. So the companies think in a very bigger way. They don't think
mm,
if there is no requirement, I won't hire. They think on a different level. They also forecast growth for tomorrow as well. So yeah, so we will have vacancies. Maybe the figures will be less due to the fact we are economically the situation of the globe is not that much stable. We very well know what are the crude oil prices, what are the gold prices are falling, or keeping up the rupees is falling. So economic situation is not that much stable, and that's the reason we might see less number of jobs being available. But once this economic crisis or economic situation we are dealt with, vacancy is gonna be huge. And again, a heads up in Wipro, we might be seeing a huge vacancies in upcoming 6 months. I'm just getting a hint of. I'll not speak about much of that, but yes, we can have a huge vacancies
mm,
in upcoming 6 months. Yeah.
yeah. I think it's in simpler words, these are the things that are not in our control. But there are certain things that are in our control. So um, our advice will be try to focus on the things that are in your control. You don't know that whenever the opportunity will come, you don't know that when that particular opportunity in Wipro or IKV will come knock your door. But you should be ready. If tomorrow Wipro comes in your door, you should be ready enough to give an interview, write them, and you can ensure yourself that you will get selected. Even if you not get selected, you can say yourself in front of the mirror that I have given my best. If you cannot say that, I think you have wasted your time. So I think yeah, sir has asked another question to you, Mr. Baroda. Can material vigilance be done by other graduates as well, apart from? I think this question I had asked you in personal chat as well previously, and sir has asked here as well. So can you
So yeah.
give a
So
light on it?
very honestly saying, yes, this job Materiovigilance can be done by other graduates. And if I would say one story regarding this, then it's gonna help you everyone very much. My deputy manager is a BTech in mechanical engineering from Noida Institute of Engineering and Technology. He have worked
Mm,
for TCS previously prior to joining Wipro, and right now he is with Wipro. And if a BTech in mechanical engineer can be a man, actually can be a deputy manager, so deputy
mm,
mechanical engineers are welcome. Biotechnologists like a BTech in biotechnology are welcome. MSc in biochemistry in biology related subjects are also welcome. Nursing is in fact also included here, even nursing. So we have a lot of. I would like to say that the whole life science tire is actually eligible for materials, but yes, sometimes the client asks for this, that they need this kind of graduates only. But again, as Tofik right now said, we can't wait. Someday some client will say, I need a lot of people. Let's hire these guys as well. Let's hire these even BSCs as well. Let's hire those persons as well. So yeah, we can never say. But right now the scenario is the biomedical engineering, BTech in biotechnology, BTech in mechanical engineering, and B
mm,
farms, M farms are definitely are there. BSc, MSc in nursing, MSc in biochemistry, or in allied biological life science verticals are eligible for this material vigilance job. And it definitely again it varies from somewhere, since I am talking about Wipro's end. If you if you can go to Cognizant, I believe the graduates or the disciplines of graduates will increase again. So
yeah,
basically, these are the scenarios.
yeah. I think we Indians have one thing that before going to the war, we declare that we have lost. That is one thing we can, all of us have this one thing. I remember, I agree with one point of a politician very clearly, but yeah, he said that Indians have the best form of English in terms of vocabulary. And I do agree on that point. You were previously addressing that same point. Basically, we Indians, what we do is we try to elaborate and try to emphasize on each and every word we are saying in English because English is not our first language. In doing that, we try to make it flawless. And if it is not happening, we try to think that we are just rubbish. That is the main error. If you see the other people who have the native language as English, they are making errors and they know that we are making errors, but they have no issues. But when we know that English is not our first language, even if we have a simple preposition error, we think like it's huge. I think these things we have to pair as well and keep things in our mind that we have to try. If things not fall in our way, okay, but at least we can say ourselves that we have tried our best. If things have not worked in our way, maybe one day it will work, but we have to work steadily. Okay. Okay. So, if anybody has any other questions, please drop.
And
We are
also
waiting for
one
you
thing
guys.
is that I will would
Yeah.
like to add with you what
Yes.
you have said right now, Sophie. Sometimes we went, since we are Indians, we have a tendency that we try to fit some. Maybe I ask anyone a question that
Mhm.
what have you eaten in the morning or what have on a breakfast. So they first translate this question to Hindi or their native language. That is
Yeah.
what I have. Then they frame the answer in their native language. Then they translate, and in that meantime, my breakfast is complete, and I won't care for the breakfast anymore. So,
Yeah.
so that's the point I would like to say that guys come up here in English, interpret in English, answer in English. Make it short. Don't go for the transformation. English to native,
Yeah.
native to English. The other person have gone ahead in that time.
Mm.
So try to be very much familiar with English. Maybe someone, if you guys will say that now my native tongue does not matter, yes, definitely it matters. But when you coming to the world-based scenarios and working with clients, they will also say that the client also will say that I have also my native language. So, but English is the right, is the
Yeah.
officially accepted language, and since we need to stick to that point, we have to learn English at top notch. At least, if we can try top notch, we will be at intermediate level. So that is required.
Yeah. Okay. We have someone we really know. That is Amisha. Amisha has one question. Thank you so much, Amisha. Amisha has asked that what skill, what skills can make a candidate stand out among others? I think Vidabodara is the best candidate to answer this question
Thank you, Tofik. And I believe Amisha, who is asking the question, is also
as
the
well.
best one to answer this.
Yeah,
So, okay, definitely, maybe the same question is
I am not
buzzing.
sharing because I want her in the next podcast. So I am not saying anything about her.
Sure, sure. So, I guess many one of us buzzing the same questions around our head. So, I believe that first of all, there are many skills. First of all, your communication is one of the best way to that the skill is required. Secondly, the
Yeah.
accountability part, visibility part is again very much important, and you should be focused because one fine morning you start thinking, no, the pharmacy shop business is good. Next morning, no, the marketing is good. No, the third day, no, the industry is good. So you should be highly
Hmm.
focused, highly motivated,
Yeah.
and highly energetic. So this 5 to 6 skills, that is communication, accountability, credibility, visibility, along with focused, motivated. This kind of basic skills can make you super fine candidates. And because with this 6 skill set, you have a great, vibrant, positive energy, the vibration of energy that will have inside you, and when you speak to someone, that energy level will reflect, and that energy level will help you to stand outside the every candidate, because everyone is down, the salary will come in time, because you're not thinking so, you're thinking on another level. So when you think on another level, that the energy will reflect, and that energy will be absorbed or being noticed by your seniors, your managers, and it's just stand outside everything. That's the thing.
Great.
Yes, Amisha should come on for. Yes, I also demand the very same.
I Amisha will come on podcast. I'll make sure make sure that if she don't agree, I will make her come forcefully. Okay, so if anybody has any other questions, please drop your questions about pharmacovigilance, maybe material vigilance, and any other thing. We'd love to hear. I think we have already passed our time. I think we told everyone that we'll do it for 1 hour. I think 1.5 hour passed, and we will realize.
And maybe there is a success of the session. That is, we passed 1 hour and we never noticed.
Yeah, I'd like to say that. Yeah, but one thing I have noticed in Wipro, apart from other companies, because Wipro is the company who is taking the interview offline in walk-in. So when a candidate is going walk-in, in online it is a different kind of scenario because you cannot see your manager. Manager can see you, but you cannot see your manager. You don't have to go there. Just open your laptop and start. But when we are in front of manager just not judging us on the way we are giving the answer, but also our postures, our confidence, our face, and everything. So, what will be your suggestion for a candidate who believe that he don't have that kind of communication or kind of the gestures and all? So, what things they should do, they should follow in order when they will go, when their turn will come, they can excel on it.
So, for the communication thing, Tofik, I must say that practice is the only thing that can help. Without
Mm,
practice, if, for example, I wish to drive my car and I don't know driving, so I need to sit on the driver's seat, maybe in a maybe in a training center's car with the trainers being right my side. I need to drive that car with myself, and that's the way I will achieve my driving license. I will able to drive my car on the road.
yeah,
Similar bicycle thing have happened to us. So we have practiced, we have fallen, we have failed, and that is the thing we have been able to learn the things like this bicycle. Just small example. So at the very beginning, you must start. How to start? In the very next question, if I speak someone in, oh, I see. Nice swimming pool diving. Thank you, sir. So one day, if we go to the college fellows or college mates, let's have a conversation in English. They will say, "Are you stupid? Are you that? Are you this?" Fine. Sometimes we suffer from this kind of scenario. No worries. You have a mirror in your home. Everyone have a mirror in our home. Select a part of your day. Maybe you have encountered something, maybe something related to the sports, and you wish to speak on that for a few lines. Go to front in front of your mirror. Speak in English. At that time, you should speak in English, whether it is correct, whether it is wrong. And during while we do that, we have right now the AI with us. Turn on the microphone of ChatGPT. Let ChatGPT listen to that, and at the end, you say, find out the mistakes and how it can be made better. Maybe during when you try to say one thing, you might lose a particular stock of words. You run out of stock of words that I am not having the word to describe that thing. No worries, you describe in a very long, maybe one word can fit that thing. You take the help of 10 or 15 words to explain that. ChatGPT will
yeah,
give you that word. And every day you learn 5 to 6 words. In 1 week it is 42 to 50 words. In 1 month it is 200 stock of words. And in 3 months it is 600 words. Believe me, might be 600 stock of words is not with me as well.
yeah,
And when you see, when you hear yourself, this is the best part because you are the person who can judge you to the next level. I can say, wow, brilliant. But whether it is actually brilliant or not, you and you're the only person to say that because because we can lie. I can lie to you. Sophie can lie to anyone, but we ourselves cannot lie to us. We can't say a single lie about ourselves. If I say I have wake up in the morning at 6 a.m. today, I'm lying because I wake up in the 8:30 a.m. in the morning today.
yeah,
But if I would have said that I have woke up in the 6 a.m. in the morning, Sophie gonna believe that. Suppose I must have woke up in the 6 a.m. in the morning. So hearing yourself is very important and make it consistent. Again, I being one fine morning I do for 1 hour, next 1 month I do
Mm.
nothing. That will not help. Consistency is the
Yeah,
key, and one after 1 or 3 weeks you will automatically feel confident. Yes, I can speak in English. My broken English is getting little by little getting converted into smooth English.
yeah,
Whenever you said that, sometimes we say the data. It is not data. It is data. How it will come? Whenever you will try to say, and the word will strike you back. Data. What is data? It should be data. So by this, with your own ears, you can make yourself better. Many guys says that read newspaper. Yes, that's a very good way out. It's a really fantastic way out. But we guys, we are Gen Z people. We like everything shortcut, and I believe it's one of the best shortcuts that would make you perfect and help you to practice much you can, because I know that we sometimes lack people to talk with English, to speak with them in English. So this way can be a very great way to develop your
yeah.
communication skill.
Even one Gen Z practice that I like the most, and I uh, advise many people to do follow that. Uh, the thing is, they try to incorporate one or two lines in between every words, every conversation they are having. Maybe they are having a conversation with some people in Hindi or Bengali, and they will try to incorporate one or two sentences in English. I think that is a very good way to flawlessly say anything in English, because by doing that, you are just eliminating the time you usually take to create a sentence in your mind and then you are saying, rather than you're talking with a friend in Bengali or in Hindi. In between that, try to use one or two sentences in English. That will have a huge impact. I believe so.
So true,
Okay.
Tawfiq. Really, it's very true
Yeah.
because it helps us.
Okay. I think the people have no other questions, so I'll quickly have a wrap up question for you. Looking, if you look back your career till now, uh, looking back in the history, what are the things you would have changed right now if you had a chance to go back in your college days or in your final year? What are the things you had more focused uh, that would have helped you now or in future maybe?
You know, uh, while I was in B Farm, a lot of things have gone into my mind that I will do M Farm, I will do masters,
Hmm.
this kind of things have went into me. First of all, I will slap myself and say, just don't ruin your future. Okay, because I'm sorry to say today, Tawfiq, in this session, might be not very much thing that should be saying, but I still I have a just now I encountered my one of my B Farm friend. He's gonna be going out to pass out this year from a from our
Yeah,
state's one of the most premium institute. It's a government institute. I'm not taking the name. Of premium institute and starting a salary range with me. I've been working 1 hour in industry and followed by next 7 to 8 months in Wipro. So I'm at least 7 to 8 months ahead of him
yeah,
with the same salary. Now, with, actually, he lost his 8 months from his career. So
yeah,
that is the most difficult thing. So I would like to banish this idea of doing masters. Yes, someone if they wish to join the profession of teaching like that, wish to become the professor in a college, you're most welcome for your master. But since I'm on not to that platform, so I want to slap myself for that. Followed by I would like to restructure our curriculum. Our curriculum is
yeah,
not at all up to date. I must say it is
yeah,
definitely a very old scrap kind of curriculum we are following, and I believe it's very similar scenario all over India or all over the this Southeast Asia. Yeah. So we are not on a proper curriculum. We need to definitely redefine our curriculum at earliest. We need to learn Excel. We need to learn Power BI from our college level. And if we perform, we have been asked to waste our time, a huge lot of time for doing the B Farm project. And we were at a very excited at that point of time. And I am so much I'm pathetic to right now feel that I have at least wasted my 6 to 7 months. And at that time, I could have easily learned the Power BI thing. I could have easily learned the data analytics part, which today would help me to directly maybe join the Johnson and Johnson. That would help me to join that organization directly. What my salary is today, I could have earned at least three times of that at the first go. And
yeah,
maybe that is the reason the Manipal students, the SRM students, the Symbiosis students are different from us. They're not different on the knowledge set. They're different with us on skill set. They know what skills are required. Their college knows that these skills are required, and we need to adopt this kind of things. Learning
mm,
the texts won't help because the texts won't be our part of the job. Our part of the job will only be we will able to only learn that whenever we come to the working environment. For the practice to work, I should be ready for my work, but I am not ready. They have said that you are ready. They have provided me a stand that you are B.Pharm graduate. So what? What makes you different than others? If I'm learning Power
yeah,
BI, if I'm learning data analytics, if I'm learning Excel to the next level, I'm not trying to do the basic Excel, not applying just the formulas. Then formula levels they consider think topics that formula levels they consider as basic. So what kind of we need to learn the VLOOKUP,
mm,
how to put up the VLOOKUP, how to merge the tools, how to merge the Excels. So huge things are there. So you know we need to refigure it out. And definitely these two
yeah,
things I would definitely like to change. And many more things are there, but they are not much of importance. But these two things
yeah,
are of most important, and I believe I could have been a better place if these two things would be figured out, or would have been figured out actually.
yeah. And also, during my final year, I would say I was the person who was me and my friends. As I was speaking in the first few minutes in the live session, that we were trying to understand about pharmacovigilance in the final year. So our college teachers were against us. Then they were trying to make us do the inform so that uh, we can have a great career in inform. And so they used to take session for us in order to make us understand that how beneficial is inform and other things. So throughout the final year, I was even I was I have it had some chat with sir also that my college is not helping me, faculties are not helping, and so on and so forth. But when I was leaving the last day of my college, one of my teachers, he told me that, Tofik, you have to understand one thing. I have done MBA in marketing. So I have knowledge in marketing only. So I can give you about marketing experience. Similarly, the person next to me who is sitting, he has an experience of working in industry about for 2.5 years. So he can give you an experience about industry. So we can only give you things that we know. We know about how to build a career in teaching or research because we have done. We don't have the knowledge about pharmacovigilance or the things you are asking for us in the last 1 year. And because of that, we couldn't give you that thing. That thing made me realize that, yeah, maybe we are expecting from the wrong people rather than we have to use the things such as LinkedIn or any other things in order to reach out to those people. Maybe our future seniors who are working on that post which we want to go. You have to talk with them. They can have a right guidance rather than asking your teachers who are more knowledgeable in the industry part and in the research and education part. Definitely, if you have a um, uh, interest towards the education or R&D, it's very good. Then they are the right person to guide you. But we have to find the person who can guide us in a right way. So yeah, I think, yeah. Thank you so much, sir. That I said, thank you so much. Thank you for this amazing podcast. Thank you so much for uh, everyone who has been there for us uh, during this entire session. Thank you so much, Jitapurada, for I think it was a very long session, nearly twice as we expected. But yeah, thank you so much.
It's not all my
If you
pleasure.
wanna add
And
something,
yeah, so
yeah,
at the very first, I would like to thank you very much, Tofik, very much. Thank you so for inviting me to this session. And this session, someone may say that that we have spoken so much of, but how to apply practically. But no worries, I am there with you guys with every time you feel anything. Not things are not may sometimes things are not going as we expected. But come up to me. We will have a discussion. And again, thank you so much, Sophie, for inviting me today. And
Thank you. Thank you so much
don't
for joining me.
don't wait for these sessions to get motivated. Don't wait for these sessions.
Yeah,
I believe my number is with Sir with Tofik, so you guys can easily contact me easily. So come up, guys, and do the what the world is doing. Okay, don't sit in the corner of a room that my forefathers have followed. That I will also follow that. That my college seniors have went to there, so I will also went to their own way. If I like, it is okay. If I don't like, it is also okay. No, do what you like the most, what excites you the most. And believe me, if you are going to your office with a smile on Monday, you are doing a job that you like. And if you are
yeah,
not going to office, and you're going to office on a Monday, which oh my God, again a hell Monday have arrived, then those you need to figure it out that you are not in the right profession. Sorry, so that's the thing I would like to say.
yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think Amisha has said thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for joining, Amisha. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, have a great day. Have a great nice weekend, guys.
Yeah,
We'll
same.
catch up in the next podcast. Thank you so much.